Hello friends, hi. So this question is asked to me more frequently. Whenever I take my online interviews for my online classes, there are many students who join me from India and out of India also for developing their English communication. It's a live training with me and they say that, Sandeep sir, I can speak on technical, I can give presentations, I can speak on technical topics for 1 or 2 hours. But when I go in the canteen and when I start talking about general things, I don't recall the words. I'm not able to speak. And I change my language and come to Hindi or whichever the language is. Is this your problem? Even if you are a student, I have seen that students give very nice technical presentations. You can be an MBA, you can be an engineering student or a commerce graduate, whatever it is. They are very good in giving technical talks, but they are pathetic in general talks. And that's the main thing. This is the main thing. First, understand why this happens. And at the end, I will tell you what is the solution for this. First of all, why this happens. Try to understand when you're speaking anything technical, you don't need general vocabulary. General, everyday needed words, you don't need them. You need all the technical vocabulary, whatever you feel you're from. Suppose you're from IT field. So you need all the technical things which you know. Understand? Because why do you know? Because you are everyday reading those things. You are everyday using those words while talking to your boss, while talking to your juniors and seniors. So when you are talking about technical things, that those words which are needed, they are already available with you because you use them regularly, you read them regularly, you listen them regularly. Therefore, when you give a technical presentation, you don't find any problem as such. But now when you go to a canteen or when you have a general talk with your friends, your seniors, some are very fluent in that. Some talk so effortlessly. They talk about what happened in the office and the grapevine, and they talk about a new movie. They talk about the coffee. They talk about what to order. They are so easy with everyday talk, but you aren't. And as I said before, one of the reasons is you don't know the words that are needed in everyday conversation. Got it? In everyday conversation, the vocabulary we need is general vocabulary. And in technical conversation, it's technical vocabulary. So you have to work on the general vocabulary. Okay, now another problem is there. When you're talking in general about general things, about coffee and about movies and about everyday chores, you are using some different kind of English. This English is called as street English. Street English. Try to understand me what I'm trying to tell you. When you go on the stage for delivering a presentation, the sentences which you use are technical sentences. They are formal sentences. Instead of using the word technical, I will say formal sentences. For example, good morning, my name is Sandeep Patil, and today I'm going to deliver a talk about blah, blah, blah. But when you go and talk with your friends casually, we use a lot of slangs. We use street English. We use street sentences. And we are not familiar with that. And then the problem starts. Right? Now, sir, what's the solution? And here is the solution. And the solution is, 2 solutions are there. First solution is consume more street English. See what I'm saying? Consume, it's not the grammar. Come on, stop that. Consume more street English. What do I mean? Street English is the English which is spoken on the streets of USA or UK, whichever accent or whichever dialect you want to speak up. Well, nowadays it's all mixed up. There is no separate US or UK dialect accent. And this is available in podcasts and this is available in blogs. See what I'm saying? Blogs and podcast. So if you can read everyday blogs, you will be able to read those sentences which are used in casual English, everyday English, and you will be able to understand how the sentences are used. Okay. Now, one more thing. As I said, when you consume street English, consume means reading as well as the vocabulary, the casual words. So when you are reading articles about food, about movies, about sports, about politics, you will get all those vocabulary from there. Right? And next, what happens? See, very important, you have to listen podcast regularly. Consume, again I'm saying consume. When you consume podcast, where everyday English is used, not formal English, you understand how the English sentences are formed. You get it, you get comfortable, you get the knack, you get the feel of the language, and you start forming the sentences in your head. But now they are only formed in the head. And another thing is, consume means you should be able to speak. Now what you have to do is, when you are talking, now here the biggest problem is surrounding. And as I said before, I have the surrounding, we have online sessions. But if you have a good surrounding and if you have supportive friends, but if you don't have, you can come to us. But if you have, then when you go to a canteen, tell your friends that you will speak in English and speak in English. What happens is, when you go on the stage, you speak technical things in English, but when you come down, your original language starts. Don't do that. Don't change the language. When you go to canteen, when you're talking at the in the office, when you're traveling, talk in English. These are the small things which make a difference. You have a friend at the bus stop. Your spouse is there at home. Your children are in convent school. If you are married, talk in English with them. This will develop your street English. See what I am saying again, I repeat. Consume English. For consume street English. Street English, reading and listening. In reading, sentences and vocabulary, hope you remember. And in listening, casual podcasts. Getting my point? Now, and consume in the sense, another way of consumption is speaking. Speak in everyday situations. Speak with your friend in canteen. Speak with your spouse in kitchen. You will talk about kitchen. You will talk about food. You will talk about how was your day. So whenever you get a chance to speak on everyday situations, you should be able to, or you should talk. And this will solve your problem of, I can speak technical, but I can't speak general English. Getting my point? And let me tell you now the last thing. This is exactly what I was going through around 15 years before. I was an engineering professor and I wasn't able to talk. I remember there was one lady who came from another state, and she was a consultant for NBA. NBA is a kind of accreditation process. If you are from engineering fraternity, you know this. And she was so eloquent in English. She was casually talking in English. And I remember one of our staff member, he was saying that, those sweepers, they don't come in the toilet and washrooms and they don't clean the toilet. She said, no, not sweepers, called scavengers. Then I realized, oh my God, this is the right word. So she was speaking casually. But we professors who were talking only technical English. And then I realized that technical English is not that difficult, but everyday English is more important. Hope you're going to work on this. Come on, we will make the difference, and I'm there with you. No need to worry about. You have the right method, and I will give you the right strategy. Stay with me. Watch my videos regularly. I'm getting better and better, and I'm giving better stuff. Just stick with my channel, okay? Bye-bye. Thank you.